Children Sims can actually have fairy powers now in The Sims 4 thanks to this mod, as well as some more Enchanted by Nature themed mods for today's video. So if you want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Without further ado, let's get into it. Because as always, I am here to fill up your mod folders. Alright, first up, we got another main menu override. I've been loving the Enchanted by Nature themed overrides for your main menu and loading screens. As always, I do have a loading screen that goes with it. So you've got some options now, because I've been showing you guys a lot of these main menu and loading screens. So yeah, hopefully this immerses you into your game. Alright, so for our first mod of the day, because those were overrides that we looked at, it is a No More Ailments. I know there's a lot of discourse, okay? I know people love them, I know people hate them. Personally, for me, I do find them a bit annoying because I find that my Sims do get them a lot, and I don't like some of the skin overlays. So this mod is perfect for my people that do not want ailments in their game. Now, there are 3 different options, okay? I am playing with option 2 right now, and I'm going to discuss exactly what I mean by what this mod does. Yvette is back in the sink. I might as well just buy her a sink and, like, not give her an actual house, because she seems to enjoy this more than all the other stuff. Anyways, so with this mod, your Sims will no longer get an ailment with their balance and imbalance. If your Sims are more imbalanced, they are more prone to getting ailments than if they're balanced. They can also get ailments through contamination, like spreading. So if one Sim had a ailment, then Yvette would get it if she was around them. And then the other way that you can get an ailment, main 2 things that she will no longer get ailments from is the balancing system and then the spreading system. The only way that Yvette could get an ailment is if someone put it on her. So what I mean by this, if I go to find, let's see, is this May Prescott? No, it's Juniper Grove. I saw the bun, I thought it was May. Anyways, if she goes to Fairy, she can apply the ailments to a Sim. If a Sim did this to Yvette, she would get the ailment, but this is more like user-based, so unless I applied it to Yvette, I don't think she could get a ailment. So that is the second option on this CurseForge on the page, okay? What I mean by second option, again, I mentioned there's 3 different options, only have 1 in your game, okay? I downloaded the second option, which is the No More Ailments and the No More Spread, but yes, fairies can still get it if someone inflicts it on them through that, you know, apply ailment. The first one is no more ailments, no spread, and no fairies. This completely disables the ailments in the game. The third option is no more ailments, as in like the balance system, but they can still get it through a spread and they can still get it through the applying the ailments. Do we all understand? So basically, if you did not want the balancing system to give your Sims ailments, you can now disable that. I love how there's options because you might want certain features but might not want another feature. So for me, the one that I liked the best was the second option because it still allowed your Sims to give ailments, but you wouldn't get it through like the balancing system or the, you know, spreading of the system, but everyone's got their own different way of gameplay, hence why I love that there were options for it. I get the balancing system is probably the one that maybe people would want to keep because it is that's mainly what the system was made for, but I find that even when they're like perfectly balanced, they still get it a lot. So it's just a lot, and I just think that this mod is great if you want to bypass those ailments. All right, moving on. The next piece of discourse that I found is the Emotional Force Decay. Now, I don't have the mod in my game because I wanted to show you The Sims has it set to a 0.27585 like decay. Little Miss Sam, however, came out with a random small mod that allows it to be set to 0.9195, which makes it 3 times slower than the actual emotional decay that we have right here. So if Yvette were to come out here, I'm pretty sure, I don't think them flying, see, flying like lowered it a little bit, but if she were to do like a fairy power, maybe like detect emotions. it would obviously take from her emotional force because she's using it. But I find when they do these fairy abilities that their emotional force goes down like by so much by just doing it once. So now that we've kind of seen the emotional force kind of go down, I'm sure as you guys have been playing with it, you probably have already got a feel for how it decays very quickly, in my opinion. Now, through the perks, interactions, and etc., it can still affect the emotional force, like, motive, though. But I'm going to download the mod so we can all see it together. Somehow, in, exiting my game and coming back, Yvette found herself back in the sink. I swear that for a majority of my mod reviews, she's been in the sink. But I've got the mod in my game now, so we can kind of see it. I'm going to put it back up here, and then I'm going to have, like, Yvette come out here and do something with this. Oh, perfect. Morgan, I hate to do this to you, but you were, like, right there. I'm going to have her, like, apply an ailment onto Morgan. I'll take it away afterwards, okay? Morgan didn't do anything wrong but just show up. Maybe we can just do this sonic sinuses, because when they do, like, the motives, it does go down pretty quickly. But as you can see, it barely went down with, her doing this ailment thing. Oh, wait, it kind of took a shot there. But I feel like it's a little better than, how it went. Like, for me, it went down a lot. Like, it would have been, like, right there. It did take a lot out of them, and I felt like it was very annoying because I felt like they degraded their emotional force very fast on their motive. So this way, you can kind of do a couple more things without it going all the way down and them needing to regenerate that. I mean, however, they can regenerate it by themselves with 5 piles of fairy dust. We don't have that, but you can do that. It's an option without having to use, like, the little tree house. Anyways, enough of me rambling. Now to the part that everyone's probably waiting for is, Caroline, what do you mean by this children can be fairies now? So I need to find myself a child, and we can test this out, and I can show you what they mean by children can be fairies. Alright, so somehow Juliet, as I named her, has spawned into a playground. This is Yvette's daughter that I created really quickly. Now, she is a fairy, and as you notice, she has the emotional force now because she is a, fairy. She can now be a fairy. Now, you'll also notice that she doesn't have, like, the same UI that Yvette has with this ability points. Instead, what I'm pretty sure that they can do is they have this fairy option now, and they can brush off fairy dust to get some fairy dust, be useful around the house. And to other people, she can detect their emotions and absorb emotions. So if I wanted to detect the emotion of this sim right here, I don't even know whose child this is. Mara Summer Dream? Where are your parents? Anyways, Juliet's about to absorb. Oh, it looks like she's got an ailment. Or something like that. She's got some drawings on her. I don't know what this emotion is. I wish they'd say it. I wish they'd tell us what it is, because I don't know what that button was. But if we come back, she can also, like, absorb emotion for her emotional force. She can come over here and take from the emotional force of her friend. Or maybe her ex-friend. Because I don't think that Mara would want to be friends with someone who just, like, took emotions to get their emotional force back up. So anyways, that's what you can do. I know it's small, but still, this kind of makes sense for children to kind of get used to being a fairy and not, like, throw them into all of the abilities that they can do. But in turn, it gives them some abilities to be able to have. I think it's really cool. I wish The Sims would have done something with children to be able to kind of get them kickstarted into being a fairy by giving them little abilities that she can use. Like, even on, like, Morgan, we can, detect her emotions. Again, I don't know. What does that mean? So yeah, that's pretty much about all that they can do with the abilities as a child and as they grew up. I think once they hit the teenager mark, they'll be able to have more options, but I still find it a lot better than what we got with in Enchanted by Nature. Enchanted by Nature was an incredible pack, okay? I'm not hating on the actual pack. I'm just saying that I do wish that children did have a few, abilities that they could use. Now with this mod, they can be a little bit more playable in the fairy realm. But end of the day, Enchanted by Nature is a amazing, incredible pack, and honestly, I was stunned the first time I got to play with it because of how amazing it was. So definitely let me know down in the comments which one was your favorite mod in today's mod review, and go ahead and leave a like as well if you enjoyed this video, which I hope you did. Anyways, if you do want to see more content like this, make sure that subscribe button down below. Turn on those push notifications so you never miss another video or live stream or any of our other videos we do on this channel. And with that being said, happy simming, and I will see you all later.